In comparison to present functions of the constitution, opposition and functions of the under the Cabinet Plan to draft the Indian Constitution of India. It was a representative body interested constitution interested with interested trusted with the political responsibility of reforming the constitution. The constitution and Soviet India. The assembly first meet on the responsibility of the body for reforming the representative institution for the democratic structure in India. The constitution was formed in assemblies under the cabinet plan to draft the Constitution of Independent India. It was representative body. It was represented trusted and trusted with historical responsibility for trusted with historical responsibility for forming the constitution for a democratic and sovereign India. The assembly first met on 9 December 1940 and completed its work on November 1950. The constitution was formed in was a representative body entrusted with historic responsibility of forming for democratic and sovereign India. Sovereign India. India. The assembly first met on 9 December 1940 and completed its work on 6 November 1950. The constitution assembly following was representative body was representative body trusted with trusted with trusted trusted with the trusted with the story trusted with the story trusted with the story responsibility of forming the constitution of freedom of pronunciation or constitution over a democratic and sovereign India. The Assembly first met on 9 December 1940 and completed its work on 30 November 1970. Represented Mr. and co-represented Chief Commissioners Province after the partition of India in 1940. The membership was reduced to 299 members. The member was indirectly elected by the provincial legislature. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Rajendra Prasad was elected as the president of the assembly while Dr. B.R. Ambedkar served as the chairman of the drafting committee. Constitutional Assembly originally consists with 389 members. Among them 292 represent British Indian province, and 3 represent Indian state, and 4 represent chief commissioners province. State and 4 represented chief commissioner province. After the partition of India in 1940, the membership was reduced to 299 members. The members were directly elected by the provincial legislature. Composition. Functions of Constitution. Draft and adopt the Constitution. Draft and adopt the Constitution of India. Debate and discuss Constitution provision. Establish the framework of democratic governance. Protect the interest of minorities and weak section. Adopted the national flag on 1940 is functions as the functions functions as the provisional parliament of India until the first general election elected the first president of India elected the first president of India in prison. The Constituent Assembly played a crucial role in shaping modern India. The Constituent Assembly played a crucial role in shaping modern India through extensive debate and discussion. It creates a institution that reflects the ideas of the world, ideas of democracy, justice, liberty, equality, and the Constitution plays a crucial role in shaping modern India through extensive debate and discussion. It creates a constitution that reflects the ideas of democracy, justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. Its contribution remains one of the greatest achievement in Indian political history. Significance of the framework of Indian Constitution. Significance of the framework of the Indian Constitution. The framework in the introductory part. The framework is the introductory part of the Indian Constitution. The introductory part of the Indian Constitution. The Constitution contains the basic ideas, objective, and philosophy of the Constitution. It begins with the word "We the people of India," indicating that the Constitution derives its authority from the people. The framework was adopted on 26 November 1949 and come into force on 30 January 1950. Framework was adopted. Source of authority. The framework declared that thus the Constitution derives power from the people of India. It established the principle of popular sovereignty. Nature of Indian state. Describe India as a sovereign socialist democratic republic. These values define the character of the political system. Nature of the Indian state. Describe India as a sovereign, secular, secular and economic republic. These values define the character of political system. Objective of the Constitution. Guide to institutional interpretation. The judiciary often use the framework to develop the constitutional provisions when there is objective of constitution. The framework aims to secure the security, equality, and sovereignty of all citizens. This idea form the functions of the foundation framework aims to secure justice, security, equality, equality and fraternity. The framework aims to secure justice, liberty, equality and fraternity for all citizens. These ideas form the foundation of democratic guide to constitutional interpretation. We often use the framework to interrupt constitutional provisions when there is ambiguity. It acts as a guide to understand and it acts as a guide to understanding and guide to understanding the speed of the guide to understanding the speed of the constitution. Guide to constitution. We often use the framework to ideas. The framework reflects the aspirations and values of the people of India. It expresses the vision of a united, democratic and reflects the aspirations and values of the poets, value of the people of India. It expresses the vision for vision of a united, democratic and inclusive society. Reflection of national identity. Reflection of national identity of ideals. The member reflect the aspiration and values of the people of India. It express the vision of a united, democratic and inclusive society. The member reflect the part of the Constitution form a part of the legislation forms a part forms a part of the basic structure forms a part of its basic structure forms a part of reflect the national ideas. The framework reflect the aspiration and values of the people. Social media it express the vision of a united, democratic, and inclusive society. The framework reflect the aspiration of the expression and values of the people of India and express the vision and vision express the vision of a united democracy and inclusive society. provide remedies for the enforcement of fundamental rights of fundamental rights, right to equality. Article 14 this right ensure equality before law and prohibit discrimination on 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 grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, and place of birth. Right to freedom. Article 19 it grants freedom such as speech. It grants freedom such as the speech and expression, movement, residence, and occupation. Right against exploitation. Right against exploitation. Article 223, Article 222, Article 23, right against exploitation. Article 23, 24. It prohibits human trafficking, forced labor, and child labor in Harar, industries, right to freedom of religion. It provides freedom to profess religion, cultural and educational right. This is the right to protect. It is the right to protect the interest of minorities and allow them. This right protect the interest of minorities, allow them to preserve their culture, allow them to preserve their culture and establish educational institutions. Right to constitutional remedies. The Constitution can approach the Supreme Court or High Court to enforce their fundamental rights. Importance of fundamental rights. Importance of fundamental rights. Protect individual liberty and dignity. Promote equality and justice. Prevent arbitrary of government. Strengthen democracy and rule of law. Conclusion. Fundamental rights, cornerstone of Indian democracy. They protect citizens from injustice, and ensure freedom, equality, and dignity. Therefore, therefore, they play a vital role in maintaining a democratic and welfare-oriented state. Directive principle of state policy. Directive principle of state policy. DPSP and their significance. Directive principle of state policy. DPSP and their significance. Introduction. The directive principle of state policy. Directive principle of state policy. The directive principle of state policy. Directive principle of state policy. DPSP and their significance. Introduction. The directive principle of state policy DPSP are contained in part 4 Article 36 to 31 of the Indian Constitution. They are guidelines given to the government for enforceable by courts the country for farmers of the Constitution borrow main directly principle social and economic system. The state should reduce inequality and promote the welfare of all citizens. Equal pay for equal work. Men and women should receive equal wages for equal work. Protection of work. Mean that in social and economic justice, the state should reduce inequality and promote the welfare of citizens. Equal pay for equal work. Men and women should receive equal wages for equal work. Protection of workers. The state should ensure women working constitution for being social society. States should ensure visible state policy legally part of the content in part of Article 31 of the Indian Constitution. They are enforceable by courts of the government enforceable by court. Secondly, forms of the Constitution borrow the idea of main directive principle. Social economic the state should reduce inequality and promote the welfare of all citizens. Equal pay for equal work. Men and women should receive equal wages for equal work. Men and women should receive equal wages for equal work. Protection of workers. State should ensure women working and provide social security, protection of workers. States will ensure women working conditions and provide social security. Promotion of education. The government should promote education and organization of village panchayat. The state should establish village panchayat as the unit of local self-government. Protection of environment. The state should protect forest, wildlife, and the environment. They promote social and economic democracy. They guide the government in policy making. They aim to reduce poverty, inequality, and achieve the goal and help achieve the goal of the conclusion. All through DPSP are non-justiciable. All through DPSP are non-justiciable. They play a vital role. in Technical and solution developers that they promote social and economic innovation, they guide the public opportunity, they aim to reduce poverty, reduce social they implement monitor they can implement and monitor and help achieve the goals of education and those who make the it can help achieving the ideas of justice for change of health. Therefore, there are essential for meeting democracy and social. Repeat. Food. as a quasi federal state. The main feature of the new federal dual government India has two levels of government: union government at the center, state government in the state. State government in the state. Division of power. The constitution divides power between the center and the division of the state. The constitution divides power between the center and the state. Union is established and constitution. India has a written constitution that clearly defines the power and responsibility of both levels of government. Supremacy of the constitution. The constitution is the supreme law of the constitution is the supreme law of the land. Both center and state must function according to the independent judiciary. The Supreme Court acts as a of the Constitution and settle disputes with the central state by candidate legislature. By candidate legislature. India parliamentary consists of two houses. The Indian Parliament consists of two houses, Lok Sabha and Raj Sabha. The Raj Sabha represents the state. Raj Sabha represents the state. Unlike classification, classical federalism, strong center. Unlike classical federalism, the Indian Constitution grants more power to the center, especially during emergency. The Indian federalism combines both federal and unitary features. To ensure national unity while allowing regional autonomy. The federal system has a significant role in maintaining political stability and accommodation. India Central state relation in India. Central state relation in India. Central state relation in India. So introduction. India has adopted a federal system of government. India has adopted a federal system of government in which power are divided between the center and the state. The Constitution clearly defines center state relation to ensure smooth administration and maintain national unity. These regulations can be classified into legislative, administrative, and functional relations. Legislative relations are explained by Article 240 Figure 245, 255 well stated the constitution has contained the list. Union is subject under the central, state is subject under the state, conflict is subject under the board central state. In case of conflict of constitutional list, subject the law made by federal parliamentary leaders. Administrative relation. Administrative relation. Administrative relation. Administrative relation. Administrative relation. Administrative relations are mentioned in Article 256 to 263. States are required to express their executive power according to the law made by Parliament. Centre can issue direction to state in certain matters. The Interstate Council promotes cooperation between the central and state. From financial relations. Financial relations are covered under Article 268 to 93. The central council, the center collects major tax and distribute a share to the state. Financial Commission recommendation. Distribution of financial states between the center and state. Grants in aids are provided to importance of the center. Maintain national unity and integrity, ensure balance and regional development, promote cooperative federalism, facilities, effective governance, inclusion. Central-state relations are an essential feature of Indian federalism. All through the Constitution gives more power to the center. It also provides autonomy. Interstate relations maintain national unity and integrity, ensure balance relation, government promote cooperation, cooperative federalism, financial. Interstate relations are the essential features of Indian federalism. All through the Constitution gives more power to the center. It also provides autonomy to the state. A healthy relationship between the center and state is necessary for the success of democracy and national development. power council from Prime Minister the Prime Minister is usually after the real of India one the most important functions of the parliamentary system according to the most important functionary of the according to Article 74 of the Constitution. The President is the President and advised by the Council of Ministers, headed by the Prime Minister. Therefore, the Prime Minister to prepare a central position in Indian political system, power and functions of the head of the Council of Ministers. The Prime Minister forms the Council of Ministers and implements the appointments of ministers. The ministers to the President. He forms the appointment of the minister to the President. He also allocates and portfolios and then advise President to remove a minister, leader of the government. The Prime Minister directs and coordinates the activities of various ministers. He determines government policy and supervise their implementation. Link between the President and the Council of Ministers. He communicates the decision of the Council of Ministers to the President and keep him informed about important matters of administration. Leader of the Parliament. The Prime Minister is usually the leader of Lok Sabha. He guides the legislative branch of the government and play a key role in parliamentary debates. The legislative branch includes role in foreign affairs. He represents India in international conference and play a major role in setting foreign policy. Role in coalition government. In coalition government, the Prime Minister maintains unity among different political and ensures stability in government. The Prime Minister is the center of the political power in India. He acts and leader is often regarded as the most influential figure of composition and controls of Lok Sabha. Also known as the House of the People. The House of the People is the leader of leader. Also known as the House of the People is the lower house of Indian Parliament. It is the most important chamber of Parliament chamber. It is the most important chamber of Parliament because its members are directed by the people through universal franchise. The Lok Sabha represents the will and aspiration of the Constitution of India. For composition of the Lok Sabha, the composition of the Marxism strength the Lok Sabha in the Marxism strength the Lok Sabha composition of Lok Sabha Sabha. The maximum strength of Lok Sabha is 552 members. 8% in constitution, 8% in constitution of 43 elected members. Members are elected directly by the people from the different constitutions. The normal term of Lok Sabha is 5 years. The normal term of Lok Sabha is 5 years. The minimum age required to become a member is the minimum age required to become a member is 25 years. The speaker presides over meeting Lok Sabha. The speaker presides over the meeting तो लोकसभा legislative council. The Lok Sabha participates in law making, law on subjects indicates includes the Indian and foreign list. No or no religion can become without financial function. Lok Sabha enjoys greater financial power. A money bill can be introduced only in the Lok Sabha. It approves the annual budget and controls government expenditure. Executive control. The Council of Ministers is elected. Council of Ministers is elected. Collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha. It includes the government by passing a non-confidence motion. Electoral function. Lok Sabha participates in election of the president and vice president. Now participate in the election of the president and assembly. Lok Sabha is the most powerful house of the parliament without directly represent the people and control the executive. It play a crucial role in the making financial administration and democratic governance in India. state protocol that the Supreme Court is the highest civil authority in India and the ultimate is the highest judicial authority in India. Granted by the court are not audited by the body. Any authority power court using rights under Article 32, the court can issue 5 writs arrestable mandamus. This right and citizen obtain protection against violation their right to judicial review. Supreme Court has the power to judicial review. It can declare law and government direction. It can declare laws and government action and constitution if they are violation of the right. Public interest legislation. Public interest legislation. UPI, the court allows any public spirited citizen to seek justice and on behalf of disadvantaged workers section for protection of civil liberty. The court has expanded the scope of fundamental rights to various landmark judgments indicating the recognition of the right to privacy as a fundamental right. The Supreme Court plays a vital role in safeguarding the right and fundamental. Supreme Court plays a vital role in safeguarding the right and freedom of citizens through its judicial review and PIL. Through its judicial review and PIL, it protect democracy and uphold the supremacy of the Constitution. Therefore, it is right for the protector of the fundamental rights. Constitutional amendment, judicial and importance. Constitutional amendment, judicial and importance. Introduction. The constitutional amendment refers to change or modification. The constitutional amendment refers to change or modification in the provision of the Constitution. Since security and governance are unconstitutionally involving the Constitution must also adapt to new circumstances. Therefore, the maker of the Indian Constitution provides a producer for implement amendment under 368. producer of constitutional amendment. Procedure of constitutional amendment. The constitution comes to be amended in the way the amending by the civil majority. Some provisions can be amended by a simple of the parliament. Their amendment are not considered amendment under Article 368. Amendment by special majority. Most constitutional provision are amended by special majority. The amendment will must be passed by a majority of total membership of each house and two-thirds majority of members present and voting. Amended by the special majority and state reception. Amended by special majority and state satisfaction. Central certain federal provisions required. Special majority in the parliament and central state certain federal provisions required. Special majority in parliament and satisfaction by at least half of the state legislature. Explained includes the election of the president, distribution of the power and representation of the state and in parliament. Importance of constitutional amendment. Help the constitution adopt and change social and political coordination, ensure flexibility and progress, strengthen democracy and governance, allows inclusive rights and justice, remove constitutional difficulties and loopholes, maintain national unity and development. Basic structure doctrine. In the section on basic structure doctrine, in the section on the party case, the Supreme Court held that Parliament can be amend the Constitution but cannot alter the basic structure. Conclusion: the amendment producer make the Constitution. The amendment process make the Constitution but flexible and stable. It enable necessary change while preserving the fundamental principle of the Constitution. Those constitutional amendments they are essential for the growth and development to the government democracy.